matrix isolation. There's three parts of the matrix. There's a band, there's a wedge, and there's a ring. You don't want to fuse the teeth together. I make this joke all the time. I got to put this little wedge and a little ring on. You might feel a little bit of pressure, but it's to prevent me gluing your teeth together. Nobody wants to leave with like one big giant tooth, right? And we got to keep the area isolated, and when we put the filling in, so it doesn't go everywhere. So next step is what we call acid etching. Is we're going to throw acid on teeth. We just learned acid is not good for teeth, right? So is this necessary? So acid will actually erode away the tooth surface. But with this 37% acid, it will create lots of surface texture. It's kind of like when you're painting a wall and you got to use that sanding block or sandpaper to sand the wall. You're not actually making the wall smooth. The wall's pretty smooth, but what you're actually doing is roughening up the surface of the wall so that when you actually put the coat of paint on, it has these micro texture on the surface that it can fill in and latch onto. So that's what the acid is doing. And also, after prepping the tooth, there's a lot of dust, like tooth dust, like debris that gets smeared all over the tooth. Even if you wash it, not all of it gets cleaned out. So that acid also dissolves all that debris. So after the acid, you wash it out and you air dry it with air, but it's not going to be totally dry. The reason we want the tooth to be totally dry is that the bonding agent and the filling is sensitive to water. Water can interfere between the bonding and the filling, and the filling will not stick very well to the tooth, and you have a little gap and leakage if you don't get the tooth nice and dry. Now the mouth is a really wet place, which is why good isolation is the most important thing when it comes to doing a bonded restoration.